Once upon a time, in a quiet suburban neighborhood, Sarah and Michael sat at their kitchen table, sipping coffee and sharing a heavy silence. The room echoed with the quiet that once would have been filled with laughter and bickering. Their two children, Jessica and David, had recently flown the nest to pursue their dreams and education in distant cities. The emptiness in their home was palpable, and it weighed heavily on their hearts. Sarah, who had spent 2 decades as a devoted mother, was struggling with the newfound solitude. Michael, an engineer who had always been dedicated to providing for his family, was at a loss for how to fill the void left by their children's departure. As the days turned into weeks, Sarah and Michael found themselves navigating a complex emotional journey, plagued by the emptiness of their nest. The house, once filled with the clatter of school projects and the aroma of freshly baked cookies, now felt cavernous and lifeless. One evening, as Sarah sat alone in the living room, she discovered an old painting set she had purchased years ago but never had the time to use. She dusted it off and decided to give it a try. At first, her brush strokes were hesitant, but as the days went by, she poured her heart and soul onto the canvas. Painting became her sanctuary, a way to express her emotions and find purpose. Michael, on the other hand, found solace in the garage. He had always been an avid tinkerer, but had set aside his tools when fatherhood called. Now, he resurrected his love for building and repairing things. He started with small DIY projects, fixing up old furniture and repairing appliances. As he regained confidence in his abilities, he embarked on more ambitious ventures, like renovating the attic into a cozy reading room. Slowly, they began to rediscover life outside their roles as parents. Sarah joined a local art class, where she met fellow artists who shared her passion. Michael, through his woodworking projects, connected with other craftsmen in the community. Their social circles expanded, and they found themselves attending art shows and craft fairs, embracing their newfound hobbies with a vigor that surprised even themselves. With time, the home that had once seemed so empty began to fill with, once more. The children still visited on holidays, and the house was animated with laughter and joy during those times. But when Jessica and David returned to their own pursuits, their parents no longer felt the same overwhelming void. They had discovered that the empty nest was not a place of despair, but rather an opportunity for self-discovery and personal growth. Sarah and Michael had come to appreciate the beauty of an empty nest, realizing that it was only as empty as they allowed it to be. In that quiet suburban neighborhood, they learned that life could be just as fulfilling in the next chapter as it was in the one where they raised their child. Children. Their rediscovered passions had given them a sense of purpose and identity beyond parenting, and they felt more connected to each other than ever, savoring the time they had together while still pursuing their individual dreams. Their empty nest had become a canvas, waiting to be filled with the vibrant colors of their rediscovered lives.